Hey, I'm Carlos. This is my friend Zoe. We're gonna cook. Welcome to Cooking with the Pirate Chef.
The Pirate Chef. Carlos is the Pirate Chef. The Pirate Chef. Cooking with the Pirate Chef. 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 The Pirate Chef.
Welcome to Cooking with the Pirate Chef. Today we are making a homemade Caesar dressing, and we're gonna mix it and make a Caesar salad with it. Anybody can do this. It's super easy, and you get to practice some different cooking techniques that may be useful to you at home, right? So that's what we're gonna do.
It's vegetarian, which is what I'm doing, and Carlos is doing non-vegetarian.
Yeah, so a classic Caesar dressing always has anchovies in it. It also has Worcestershire sauce, which contains tamarind and sometimes anchovies, depending on the brand that you have. So the brand that we have today has anchovies in it, but you can also get it without anchovies. So Zoe will be making the vegetarian Caesar, and I will be making the classic Caesar. And we'll show you how to do that now. First thing that we're gonna do is you're gonna grab your mixing bowl and make sure that you have a nice big mixing bowl, right? And you're gonna have your whisk. So
A nice big whisk.
Zoe thinks my whisk is unnecessary, but
For one egg? Yeah.
all right. So just set your whisk off to the side there. Grab your egg. First thing that we need to do with Caesar dressing is we need to get ourselves an egg yolk. Try and keep it whole if you can. And we're gonna kind of make your basic mayo, and that's the base for the Caesar dressing. Then we're gonna add all the fun stuff to it. So crack your egg. There we go. Kind of get your thumb in there. Separate it into 2 equal halves. All right. We're also wearing gloves, so you could just do this with your gloved hand and run it through your fingers if you wanted to. Or you can turn the shells and separate it that way. There we go. You can also just kind of take your egg yolk there in your hand and let all that egg run off and keep the yolk in your hand. Take that, drop it into your bowl, and we'll probably do a magic TV thing here. The recipe for classic Caesar and the vegetarian Caesar will be right over here on this side of your screen. Okay. So, first step in Caesar dressing is we've got 3/4 of a cup of olive oil, and we're gonna stream it in to this egg yolk, and we're just gonna make your basic mayonnaise. So you can just you can break up your egg first, right? And you're gonna use this whole bowl to kind of mix it around, and then you're gonna stream in just lightly a little bit of your olive oil. And you're gonna see it because it's gonna kind of come in separate, and then once it's incorporated, add some more oil. And it should have kind of a glossy look to it, and eventually it'll become kind of a more pale, translucent color. And it'll stiffen up a little bit as well. And how's yours looking?
Not like yours.
No, yours is good.
Just kidding.
I just have more oil in mine. I'm going a little bit faster. My whisk is bigger. All right.
People don't want to see how long this takes.
Okay, we're back. I assume that there was a mixing thing that happened there. So I will explain to you. So this is kind of your basic mayonnaise, right? And mine is a little bit more thin than Zoe's. Hers is pretty thick. You want the good thickness of it. It's good. Sometimes, oh yeah, that's good right there. That's what you want. Yeah. This is basically just like a table or a sandwich mayonnaise, and if you added a drop of vinegar and some salt, it would be what you would spread on your sandwich. So, do you want to give it a try?
Sure.
All right. It's pretty plain, but that's our base.
Approved by doctors.
Right. It's just a base. Okay. So we're gonna move this away from the lights because we don't want it to break. But you want to keep your consistency. So I'm putting gloves on because I'm going to chop a couple of things that are pretty pungent. They're going to go into the Caesar dressing. So the first thing that we're going to do is the most fun thing. It's the kind of base flavor of Caesar dressing. I've got anchovies here. And since Zoe's making the vegetarian version, she has capers. So what you're gonna do, just put those flat on your board. You are gonna use about 4 teaspoons full. So, and we're just gonna roughly chop them. So put them flat on your board. So you're gonna kind of make a paste if you can.
A paste?
Yeah, so I'll show you how to paste with a knife.
Like this?
So, like that, except go with the blade away from your finger. You're a little dangerous right now. You can also do this in a mortar and pestle if you have that. Just move that to the side of your board. That's perfect. Just a rough chop is good on that. And then you're gonna do a clove of garlic. And a little goes a long way. It's very strong. So you're gonna chop it and you're gonna paste it as well. And then once you get kind of a fine chop on those, you're gonna also run your knife through and make a little bit of a paste here. All right, and it should kind of stick to the back of your knife there. Last thing that we're gonna do is we're each gonna zest a half of a lemon. So I've got a zester here. Just to the pith, just to the white part. Cool. All right, perfect. That's good. Did you get enough?
Yeah, I was giving you the stuff you left
Cool.
behind.
Thank you. All right, and then we're gonna cut that in half. So at this point, you're gonna take all of your solids here. You're gonna add it to your bowl of dressing. Ooh, look at that. Get a shot of your bowl in there. Okay. At this point, oh man, yours looks really good.
Mine has changed color.
It has. It's good. We're gonna add just a spoonful of white wine vinegar. That's good. All right. Just a teaspoonful. A half a teaspoon of Worcestershire. Okay. And then go ahead and give it a mix. All right. And then 3 to 4 teaspoons of lemon juice. So I like it kind of more acidic, more lemony. So I go for 4. Zoe's is exactly what you want to look like. She's got a perfect consistency.
I had help.
Okay, so fun part, and this will help kind of bind everything together. About a half a cup or a good handful of Parmesan cheese. There's a pepper grinder for you and a pepper grinder for me.
Oh.
Some good turns of black pepper. There we go. Pinch of salt. Give that a turn. All right, I'm excited. So, let's taste it for balance. Tear off a piece of lettuce, because that way you know how it's going to taste on your salad. Dip it in there.
It's good?
This is classic Caesar dressing and a vegetarian Caesar dressing, thanks to our guest Zoe, who has to run. So, see you later, Zoe.
Thanks for
joining
having me, Carlos.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Limited edition. Maybe he'll issue more.
Maybe. All right, so we have our classic Caesar dressing here, and we are ready to plate. So it's nice to do this tableside for your guests or for your family because it looks really fancy. So I've just got some tomatoes and some cucumbers and always extra lemon because some people like a little bit more acidic. I do. And it's also nice for color. You should try and have some color on your plate. What we're going to do is we're going to take a liberal amount of the dressing. Look at this consistency. That's wonderful. All right? Should kind of stick to your spoon without breaking. And you want to throw it just on the sides of the bowl here. All right? I've got a half a head of lettuce. You can use romaine, so you can use any type of lettuce that you like, something with a good amount of crunch. So this is romaine lettuce. And then we're just going to take it and we're going to incorporate the dressing in here. And you want a big bowl because you want to be kind of liberal with your dressing. And each bite will have a little bit of Caesar on it. So that looks about good. Looks like it's incorporated. So our classic Caesar. Just kind of throw it on your platter here. Make sure you get every last bit. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? We will finish it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top here. Right on your cucumbers. A couple more dollops of your dressing on each one. And some good coarse fresh ground pepper. Some croutons. There we go. There you have it. Got a classic Caesar vegetarian with capers, and the non-vegetarian has anchovies like the classic Caesar dressing does. So thanks for joining us today. Follow me on Instagram at Los Pirate Chef.
The Pirate Chef. Carlos is the Pirate Chef.